I think we cannot deny the fact that Bluetooth audio has bring on the next level of convenience as well as quality of life changes for consumers. This is especially evident during the COVID as well as post-COVID period, where you often have a lot of calls and meetings on regular basis. And has it ever occurred to you before, like the other party when during a meeting or a call has extremely bad audio quality and you just feel like you want to end the conversation right there and then? Yeah, I get you. It happens to me, it happens to a lot of people all the time. So let's talk about it. Hey folks, welcome to Play 32-Bit, a channel where we talk about weebs content, such as games, audio equipment, camera gears, as well as tech gadgets. There's a study by Journal of Audio Engineering back in 2023 where they actually figure out that in terms of bad audio recording versus good audio recording has a difference in terms of performance from 100 to 300% differences. So what do I mean by that? So imagine there is a piece of content that is exactly the same visuals as well as the content body itself, but one version has a really bad audio quality and the other one has really good one, or decent one. So between both video clips itself, the study has shown that the version with bad audio quality can only sustain about 30% of the audio in space, whereas the good one can sustain up to 70+%. So there is already a 2 times difference when it comes to performance here. And I believe there are also times when you're watching YouTube videos or even TikTok videos, and there are a lot of content creators out there record their footage, their content through the microphone that is on their Bluetooth devices. But often the case, the audio quality produced from all this recording wasn't exactly the best. So depending on your use case, you will prioritize on convenience over quality. Which one actually is best in such cases? I'm not sure too, but let's find out. So to start things off, I will feature a couple of very popular and very highly recommended audio devices, be it microphones or even Bluetooth headsets or earphones, IEMs. They are very well recommended by either audiophiles or tech reviewers out there. By no means all these devices are bad, but are all these devices really applicable for your use case, and are their microphone really good as what they claim to be? And of course, on the receiving end, you may not be the one to hear your own voice. How do they sound like? So you'll be your own judge. So let's get started. But first, let's take a look at the frequency waves.
Mic check, mic check. Alright guys, so this is the Sennheiser Momentum 4 headset microphone test. It's now connected to a Bluetooth 6.0 dongle that is also recorded directly into the Adobe Audition in my PC. Currently I'm in a semi-treated room with no aircon or fan being turned on. The ANC on this headset is also being turned off. So how does the microphone sound like? Alright, so I just turned on the fan, which is about approximately 5 feet away from me, behind me, blowing directly at my upper body. So how does this sound? Does it reject off the wind noise? Does it reject off the noise floor, whatever it is? Let me know. Okay, so I just changed to the Oneplus Buds 3 Pro. Now, same environment, same recording method is directly into the Adobe Audition. The ANC on the buds itself is turned off, and I've also turned off the fan. How does this sound like? Does it actually sound better than the headphone, or does it sound good to you? Let me know. And now I just turn on the fan again. So does it make any difference to, let's say, a couple of seconds ago? Or does the buds actually do any difference in terms of noise rejection or any kind of wind noise rejection? Okay, and now we have the Soundpeats H3. Same environment, same recording method, ANC is being turned off. I just had a bud for close to a week or so. Everything is set to neutral right out of the box. No additional settings were set to it. No, I did set the EQ a little bit, I believe, but it shouldn't affect the microphone at all. No ANC is being turned on as well. Environment-wise, everything is turned off. So no aircon, no fan, no nothing, semi-treated room. Okay, the fan is just being turned on. Once again, it's about 5 feet away from me, approximately 5 feet, which is blowing directly behind me. Let me know, what do you think? Like, how does it perform? Right, last but not least, this is the last contender of the wireless buds for this microphone test, and this is the Technics AZ100 microphone check. How does it sound? if we are in the same environment, the semi-treated room, with no aircon and fan turned on. For some reason, the ANC on this earbuds turned on by itself, even though on the mobile settings, everything is turned off. I can't get it to turn off, even with my registered gesture control. For some reason, this thing stays on. But how does it sound? Right, so now that I have just turned on the fan, it's the same distance, approximately 3 feet behind me, blowing directly at my upper back. And thus this microphone has a better wind rejection compared to the other devices that we have tested so far. I have no visibility over how the mic sound and whatnot. So let me know what you think. You yourself be the judge whether or not all these Bluetooth devices are, have mic quality that is sufficient for your use case.
Okay, so this is another point of reference. This is the DJI Mic 2 that I'm usually using this for like any kind of on-camera recording or even outdoor or things that requires me to, film at real time, that requires the audio to be done in real time, not voiceover, right? So this is my usual setup. Once again, in the same environment, same recording, it's being recorded directly into my Yamaha AG03 Mark II. That is the audio interface. So it's being processed off from there. My fan in the room is also being turned on at the moment. It's a bit of a fan noise, I believe I can hear from there. But yeah, this is just a point of reference. Compare this to any kind of IEMs or Bluetooth headsets. How does it sound? Right, so this is with another comparison using this Samson G-Track Pro. It runs off USB, so it wasn't running on the XLR like your typical dynamic microphone. But that said, this is one of the very popular choice, and also is my one of my top recommendation for USB microphone that is really bang for your buck. Okay, so the price actually has dropped from like previously when I bought it was like $120, and now it's being reduced to like say it's about $99. It's been really a bang for a buck deal, and with the way how this microphone is able to receive voice and recreate, capture your voice, it's actually really good. But that said, of course, there's a little bit of post-processing that need to be done, as you can hear here. The noise floor is actually pretty bad. I mean, you can definitely pick up a lot of noise floor from this microphone. But that said, it's really very minor and it's something that you can remedy in post-production quite easily. Okay, so for comparison's sake, this is with my dynamic microphone, the RE320, which is my usual microphone that I use for any kind of a PC call or whatever call, things that requires more proper setup itself, especially when I'm indoor. 99% of the time I'm using this mic for any kind of a Google Meets or Teams or Zoom, whatever that is. So I'm just trying to illustrate the point that how important audio is, and should you even invest in proper audio equipment, because all these things will actually, improve the way how you actually get people's attention, especially when doing a lot of calls nowadays. So yeah, let me know what you think about it. If you noticed, for the past 5.5 minutes, you'll be watching only slideshows. It just proves the point that audio actually is more important than visuals. Especially when it comes to today's context where a lot of content you're watching online or social media, you're used to watching visuals that are not of the top quality unless you're in a cinema environment. Otherwise, for content creation, I think visuals is less important. You should actually take more priority in audio. That said, I conclude my video. If you enjoy it, please like and subscribe. Cheers, and I'll see you guys around. Bye bye.